Good morning everyone, welcome to The Point. In this video, we will discuss a big time institution of the world called as World Bank. So we'll start with the first slide telling about its history and origin. For any institution to understand it really well, we need to dig down to its history as to why it was established and why it was established and when it was established. So starting with this, in 1944, a conference was held in Bretton Woods, which is a city or a place in USA, officially known as United Nations Monetary and Financial Conference. So this conference was held in USA in 1944 in the wake of the destruction that happened in Europe after the World War II. So Second World War took place from 1939 to 45, and the location was Europe. In this war, there was massive destruction that took place, large-scale destruction of buildings that happened. So to revive the economies of the European countries, there was a conference that was organized to decide upon new set of rules and monetary order that could dictate the terms as to how the money could be lent to these European countries so that they can be revived. So the conference that took place was this United Nations Monetary and Financial Conference, and they agreed upon certain international financial and monetary order, and that led to the development of a bank known as IBRD, or International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. So this bank was solely or initially set up to help these European countries to revive their economy. Initially, their purpose was just to give the loan for reconstruction purpose, but gradually they shifted their focus to the developmental loans as well. Now, what is this developmental loan? Any loan given for developmental purpose. Development of what? Development of infrastructure, roads, dams, power grids in a country. Now, if these things are developed in an economy, it leads to the long-term development, as if there is a good network of roads in a country, it leads to the faster movement of goods and people from one part to another. If there are dams, then the water can be more efficiently channelized and put to use. If there's good power grids in the country, then the electricity could be provided to the nook and corner of the country. So all of this comes under the development, and gradually the IBRD, which was initially established for the purpose of just providing the reconstruction loans, started giving developmental loans to these countries also. Now there must be a question in your mind that then how come the World Bank? So initially just IBRD was established, right? Then there were 4 more institutes that was established and added to this group. Now the group of these total 5 institutions is called World Bank. We will study what these 4 institutions are in the next slide. So World Bank, as I told, is a group of 5 institutions. First is IBRD, which was established in 1944. Then 4 more institutions were added to it. They are IDA, IFC, MIGA and ICSID, which is International Center for Settlement of Investment Disputes. We will learn about them in the next slide as to what function each of them is having. First is IBRD. As I told you, it provides loan to the developing and the least developed countries, that is the mid-income countries. Next is IDA, International Development Association. What does it do is it provides low interest or no interest loans. So whenever an institution provides or extend loans to any of the parties, it charges interest on this. But when IDA provides loan to the countries, it charges either a very low rate of interest or it doesn't take interest on it, that is interest free loans to the low income countries. Next is International Finance Corporation. It provides investment advice and asset management to companies and government. So one point that you have to note here is that IFC just don't serve the government of the different economies. It also provides its services to the companies of the world. And what kind of services? Like it provides investment advices as to where it is good to invest and where not to invest, and how to do the better asset management for the companies. So it serves both companies and the governments of the world. Next is MIGA, that is Multilateral Guarantee Agency. Now what it provides is that if there is an investor that is investing into the country which is member of MIGA, let's suppose there is an investor that invests in India, which is a member country of MIGA. So any risk that arises to the lender out of some political disruption or wars is insured by MIGA. Last is International Center for Settlement of Investment Disputes. So there are a lot of cross border investments that happens. For an example, there are two countries like India and USA. India has invested in USA and USA has invested in India. So this is what is cross border investment, that is investment outside the territory of your country. So there could be any dispute that could arise out of the cross border investments, and that is resolved by ICSID. It is not a court that settles the dispute, it is a platform for arbitration between the member countries. So the next question arises that is India member of all the 5 institutions? Now about this we will learn in the next slide. First we'll see as to how to get the membership of World Bank and who can get the membership of World Bank. Can you and I approach the World Bank and get an account opened over there? No. We individuals or the companies cannot get an account open in World Bank. It is the government of the member countries that can approach World Bank and can get the account open. And as I told you, World Bank is not a particular bank, it is a group of 5 institutions which we have already studied. So for joining the World Bank group, a country must first become the member of IMF. Now what is this IMF? It is International Monetary Fund, which is one of the big international institution about which we will study in the upcoming videos. As of now, you have to just remember that in order to get the membership of World Bank, first you need to become a member of IMF. India was one of the 44 original signatories to the agreement reached at Bretton Woods that led to the establishment of IBRD and IMF. So the conference that held at Bretton Woods led to the establishment of 2 institutes, that is IBRD, which later on became World Bank, and the next is IMF. So to get the membership of World Bank, first you need to be a member of IMF and then you can be a member of World Bank. It is also one of the founding members of IFC in 1956, ID established in 1960, and also of MIGA. So India is member of all out of 5, it is member of 4 institutions. The last one, which is ICSID, India is not the member of ICSID. The reason that the government provides for not joining ICSID is that the rules of arbitration are heavily biased towards the developed countries of the world, and it is unbiased or are not neutral towards the developing nations. So that is the reason that India provides for not joining ICSID. So my friends, this is all that you need to know about what World Bank is and what are the group of institutions that constitutes World Bank. So this is all for the today's video, my friends. Keep revising, stay fit, stay at home. Thank you so much.